Hello, this is Archduke, and today I'm here with a little bit of military history for degenerates like myself. Today we're going to be checking out the naval aspect of World War II combat in an interesting stylized game. As you can see, this game is very stylized. Yeah, that's not your standard depiction of a ship, but I'm okay with it. This is one of the 3 starter ships that you can choose. I think I chose pretty well. This is one of the earlier heavy ships that I got. So definitely a very good vessel. Down here you can see more of my collection. You've got the lighter torpedo boats and stuff down there. I could look at those, but I don't really want to go to jail. So let's look at some of these instead. This is a very nice ship. Got this one more recently. I like a lot of the designs. There's some very good designs. This is one of the ships that was involved in the destruction of the Bismarck. So just look at that face right there. That face, it's the face of a ship that sunk one of the most powerful battleships in history. This is I like this one. I think this ship has a very nice design. I really like the curves on that one. It's a quality ship. It's a good ship. Oh yeah. And then we've got this one. It's a nice ship. It does use up quite a bit of fuel, but you know it's a pretty good ship. This is another fairly good one. I'd say this one's nice. Looking at some of the others, you've got this one. This is it's an aircraft carrier. It's a pretty good one. It's got a very large flight deck. You could definitely land a plane or two on that. One kind of interesting thing about the Second World War is a lot of people have been thinking, similar to the First World War, that it was going to be the dreadnoughts and the massive battleships like the Yamato and the Bismarck and the Tirpitz that were going to be what really decided the fate of battles in the ocean. But actually, it was much more the aircraft carriers that had a very pivotal role in the conflicts, especially in the Pacific. So having aircraft carriers was incredibly important. As you can see, there are a lot of American English ships. Those are the ones that I've unlocked so far, but it's also kind of connecting to the fact that especially the Americans were able to churn out so many warships that they could have one done in a matter of days, which was incredible. And so even though they were taking losses, they were able to put out ships at a much higher rate than the Japanese. And that was what helped them win in the Pacific. So then there's this ship. This is the good ship. You know, it's got good firepower. It's always nice when a ship has good circumference to its guns, because then you know it can shoot some powerful projectiles. But you know, one thing I like about this one's got some nice thick armor. That's some good armor. That's some thick armor. And, you know, it's always good when your ship can take a hit or two before it goes down. That's good. I'd say I really like ships that have nice, good amounts of armor. That's a good thing. Oh man, other ones that I like. This one's interesting. I'm not quite as sold on it. Sole personality trait seems to be sister love, which is a little bit weird. This one, as you can see, there's a bit of a design flaw. As you can see, the armor in the front, there's just one layer of armor. And so like most ships, you'd want to have multiple layers of armor between the outside of the ship and like the interior. But this one, there's just one very thin layer of armor there. So if that was hit with even a glancing blow, that armor would just get ripped to shreds, and then you might have like an exposed magazine. That could lead to an interesting situation. A couple of others. This is a good one. This is a very good ship. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Oh, look at that. That's a good ship. Excuse me. What? Oh, I was looking. Look at these. This is an interesting take on an aircraft carrier, kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh style thing. I will upgrade you. I will make you as strong as the others. Then we've got. I've already looked at this one, but still very good. So over here you can build ships. This is kind of a gacha game style of mobile game. Oh, I already have this one, but that's okay, because you can also retire the ships. And you can disassemble their gear, get rewards for it. So that's pretty good. While we're here, it's kind of nice to talk about. There's some good historical accuracy in this game because, like, if you look, there's the Rodney, which is a British battleship. It was actually built between the First and Second World War, so it was an older ship. And what they did with that was there were a lot of regulations and treaties and limitations that were put on the kind of weapons that you could have in your army and like on ships and stuff. And there was a limitation to how large the guns on a ship could be. And so what the British did with the Rodney is they put all of the heavy guns at the front of the ship instead of having both on the front and the back. So they were actually able to have guns that were larger than what was like allowed under the treaties because they just had them in the front. And that the Rodney actually had a pretty important role in the hunt for the Bismarck because it was one of the only ships that had guns that could actually do damage to the Bismarck's hull. So all in all, good game. Very, very interesting character designs. I've enjoyed it quite a bit so far. Very, very good ships. Oh yeah, good ships. All in all, 8 out of 10. Definitely recommend this game.